All right, there we go. I got a lot of stuff going on. I got the man of the hour here, Dave Canales. I'm Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe. Dave, thank you for taking the time to join me. Today's the first day of your first time at the Combine as a head coach. What has it been like? Did you get any sleep last night?
Well, so last night was my first kind of inaugural formal interviews as a head coach.
Okay.
So J.D. Bertrand, I believe, linebacker from Notre Dame, first guy there. So that was a really important one for me to get that under my belt.
Yeah.
That went till about 11 o'clock last night. So, popped up this morning and right back to the football. Was able to connect with some people, and I was excited to get here today to spend this time with you.
Okay, so we got Bryce Young, our quarterback. You're the new head coach, and we're excited about the possibilities. What do you feel is crucial for Bryce in this second year, and how can you best help him as a head coach with that need that he has?
Yeah, best thing I can do is continue to develop the offense, just to get a really well-rounded, intelligent style of offense, built around the run game and the play actions and things that come off of that. And then just your normal year two improvement, we got to get better with our footwork. We got to get better with our progressions. That'll be something that I'll be harping on with him for the entirety of our time together. So just him getting used to my style of communication, and also for myself, just getting used to the way that he can communicate and let me know what he needs from that standpoint too.
Okay, and I know you're not talking much about scheme right now with the Combine, but I got to ask this one question, see what you give me. Last year, Bryce threw a lot of short completions, a lot of 5-yard type things. I don't expect the guy to throw the ball down the field all the time, but I feel like there's a need for just some more deep threats. What are your thoughts on something like that when you hear something like that?
Oh, yeah, that's great. I mean, I'd love to drop back and throw the ball down the field all the time, Unfortunately, that puts a lot of stress on your pass protection. So I think a balance of both, but you got to go for it at times, and that'll be something that we do in a timely manner. I think it's important to be rhythmic, to get the ball out, in a timely fashion for the most part, Yeah, we definitely like throwing the ball down the field.
How much have you been able to talk with Bryce and start to get some preparations, build that relationship with him that you need to as a head coach?
Yeah, just, mostly just touch points on a personal level. It's really important for me as we develop our relationship that I know who I'm talking to and he knows who he's talking to or he's getting coached by, so sharing each other's, personal stories and how we've gotten to this point, I think is just as important. Especially right now where we're really limited to not being able to really dive into the X's and O's and the scheme of what we're going to do. I think it's really important to just have those personal touch points.
How does that help you as a coach when you get that personal relationship? How much does it help you with what you have to do with him as a coach?
Well, it's huge because I'm going to be really critical of him at times. I'm going to be really critical of his technique or of a decision. And I think that the more we're able to build a foundation on relationship, I think that those critical moments are accepted a lot easier, and vice versa. Then when he comes to me and says, hey, we keep practicing these types of concepts, I really don't love it. I really don't like these concepts, or they don't fit for me. Well, we got a lot of relationship that we've built together, so I can hear him and we can make those adjustments as we go together. Okay.
I've also heard you mention about his height. He's a 5'10" guy.
Yeah.
What's the difference between when you've got a quarterback that's your franchise quarterback that's 5'10" versus a guy that's 6'4", 6'5"?
Well, I think, just some basic geometry, right? So it's just like most of the guys you have up front are in that 6'3" to 6'5" range, so it's just a matter of creating routes and things that are just creating possibilities for him just because vision is going to be an issue, and so, it's something that I'm really familiar with. Baker was 6 feet tall, Russell was 5'11", so it's just kind of these types of quarterbacks have always been that height for their whole career. So there's ways to do that, and I don't want to give any secrets away about what we do and how we do it. But that's kind of a proprietary advantage that we have currently. So
how patient does this fan base need to be with the development expectations for this team to get to that point that we all want them to be at?
And the expectation is to play good football right now. The expectation is to have a great offseason. And we just take the first thing that's in front of us. Right now it's the draft, it's the combine, so it's getting ourselves ready and prepared for this group to see who can help us be better in 2024, free agency, who can help us to be a better team. And as far as just timelines, there's no rough timelines other than let's go for it right now. Let's try to maximize and become the best we can as soon as possible.
Okay. You got it's official now, you have your defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Evero. How does that feel?
Oh, amazing. So, I mean, this is, I can't imagine coming into this situation, you know, without him being over there, the continuity building off of year one. That was a really successful year. And getting that group to play together and communicate so efficiently in such a short order, in really such short order, was really impressive. And so I just can't wait to see where we go in year two. And I've been able to be a part of our defensive self-scout meetings right now, where I'm just feasting on all the new information, just kind of learning the ins and outs of a defense that I've really respected outside looking in for a long time. It's really been fun for me, so I'm excited about having him leading the charge there.
Hey, this has been fun for me. I appreciate the time. I do have one closing question. I'm a big social media guy.
Okay.
You're a head coach that's on social media. I don't think we've had one that's been on social media. What's it been like, and what all can we expect to see from you on social media?
Keep it clean, keep it positive, keep pounding.
Thank you, Mr. Canales. Mr. Canales, I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe. Thank you all for watching.